In other news, the Executive Minister of the Iglesia ni Cristo recently visited Europe. The Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, regularly holds pastoral visits to personally meet members of the Church of Christ in locations where the Church is present. Christine Benedicto reports.
Welcome to Marseille in the south of France, one of the biggest cities in the country. Marseille is by the Mediterranean Sea and is known to be the biggest port of the country. Today, in the seaside city, members of the Iglesia ni Cristo from different countries in Europe gathered for a special worship service led by the Church of Christ's Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo.
As the Iglesia ni Cristo continues to reach many countries around the world, members of the Church in Europe were happy to welcome their Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, as he visited them. The Executive Minister regularly holds pastoral visits to personally meet members of the Church of Christ in locations where the Church is present. Brother Eduardo Manalo's most recent trip to Europe started in the United Kingdom, where a house of worship was dedicated in Flintshire. The event was attended by members of the Iglesia ni Cristo from the entire United Kingdom.
Today was the house of worship dedication for our beautiful worship building here in Flintshire, which was led by our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. This edifice was constructed, number one, for the glory of our Almighty God. Another reason why this house of worship was constructed here in Flintshire is because we have brethren who are here. Currently, well, prior to, they were renting a hall where they were holding their worship services, but so that they could have a much more suitable place of worship and also to accommodate the growing number of members in their congregation. Now they have a beautiful house of worship that they can call their own, and they could regularly fulfill their services to our Almighty God here.
The INC leader then traveled to Athens, Greece to lead a worship service for the 20th anniversary of the congregation's historical establishment in that part of the world. From Greece, the Executive Minister went to Rome, Italy, where a special ceremony took place in a worship service for the ordination of 16 new ministers to help care for the spiritual welfare of members and spread the gospel around the globe. The latest trip brought Brother Eduardo V. Manalo to Marseille, France, where he led a worship service that was attended by members from all over Europe. Many of the attendees traveled hours for these long-awaited gatherings. Each one saw the pastoral visit of Brother Eduardo V. Manalo as an opportunity to attend a worship service led by him in person. There was indeed a palpable sense of joy.
Nagbiyahe po kami para makadalo po sa pastoral visitation ni kapatid na Eduardo V. Manalo dito po sa lokal ng Marseille. At sobrang overwhelmed po. Sobrang saya dahil personal po na nakamayan naman. Pangalawang pagkakataon po nakamayan po si kapatid na Eduardo V. Manalo. At ang biyayang tinanggap po namin ay walang kapantay.
Nagpunta po kami dito para po talagang masaksihan po ang tayong pagtitipon o pagsamba na pinangasiwaan po ng ating pinakamamahal na kapatid. Kasi minsan lang po mangyari po yung mga ganitong pagkakataon. Kaya talagang nagpumilit po kami magpunta po dito sa Marseille.
As the Iglesia ni Cristo's growth continues, the work of edifying the faith of every member inside the Church, no matter where they may be, remains of significant importance to the Church's Executive Minister.
For Eagle News International Switzerland edition, I'm Christine Benedicto, and I am 1 with 25.